Well, if you live or work in downtown Fort Myers, this guy's one-man demonstration is probably something you've seen for the past few years now.
He's targeting a former prosecutor who helped put him away on child molestation charges nearly 20 years ago.
She feels harassed, so why is he allowed to keep doing this? 4 in Your Corner's Deborah Souverain working to get that answer. Deborah?
Amen, Patrick. He does this outside of this woman's office several times a week. She's a former prosecutor, but now she's in private practice. And because he keeps his protests on the sidewalk, which is public property, he's allowed to do what you're about to see. Arden Woods served over 11 years in prison, convicted of a crime he claims he didn't commit.
They'd made a false arrest, and that's why they had to keep going with the thing.
The so-called thing he's referring to is a second, third, and fourth arrest, all related to sexual offenses against children.
I was accused of fondling 3 kids.
I looked through hundreds of court documents, and according to prosecutors, Wood, who goes by Biff, was coaching a boys' BMX team in Cape Coral. A jury found him guilty, convicting him of fondling 2 boys ages 10 and 13 during several out-of-town trips and in his Cape Coral home. Why are you out here? You were convicted, you did your time.
Because I wasn't guilty and of everything they did that was illegal.
He's now offering $25,000 to anyone who can somehow prove this former prosecutor was in on a conspiracy to frame him, and he's doing it from the sidewalk right outside of her office. She tells me he also sends mail like this.
Thank you for making me, and then he's got this happy face, pull the trigger with a picture of a gun.
Despite all of this, she's chosen not to respond. She did, however, put up this warning sign with his mugshot, letting people know what he was convicted of doing to children. And she points out he served an extra 80 months, that's more than 6 years, for refusing to see a sexual therapist.
Because I had to admit guilt and I wasn't guilty.
Even after the 5 years, knowing that the consequence would be to go back to prison?
Yeah, it was worth it.
To go back for 80 months because you won't take the sex therapy classes shows the extreme nature of his need and desire to molest kids.
Now, Patricia Black has called police several times to see if they could get him to stop demonstrating outside of her office. But again, they can't do anything because of his First Amendment right to freedom of speech. In studio, Deborah Souverain, Fox 4, in your corner.